What's up guys, XYO here again, and in this video we want to explore, actually just focus our spotlight on both Fanny and Franco in this game because they are basically the game changers for this match.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Let's first talk about team comp wise. Our team comp is obviously worse simply because we have Sun. Poor Sun is just unusable at this moment. So when our team picks, when one of our teammates picked Sun, I was just, oh shit, this is gonna be a hard game. And on our enemy team we have Grok as well, which is very frightening. He is one of the strongest tanks at the moment in this meta. Unfortunately, I don't see a nerf on Grok anytime soon, so I'm just wondering how that's gonna turn out. Because at this point, Grok in the trio lane exerts too much dominance, and there's no way our trio lane can do anything, especially if you have Sun and you have Gore, which is like he has the damage, but if he gets gap closed, he's dead. So that's about it. So on our team we have of course Gore, Hayabusa and Fanny as the assassin. I am playing Franco as a tank, and Sun just whatever, dude. At this moment it's just, oh, okay, I guess we have to deal with it. Since Sun is really weak, we do our best not to engage very early on, because if you engage early on, Grok's early burst damage as well as Aurora's stun, Chou's knockup, it's gonna hurt us a lot. We don't have the burst damage other than God, but God's burst damage is a little bit unreliable. So on our enemy team we have Chou as off tank, Harley and Aurora as the mages, which are really scary. Saber as assassin, and then Grok, the strongest tank in the mid. So at the beginning of the video I was saying I'm gonna focus on Fanny and Franco, and there's a good reason for that, because even though our team comp is so bad, because we have Sun and we have Gore without like 2 tanks or something, because normally I'll only encourage Gore if there was, you know, if there was like 2 or more tanks, so that you can peel for him. So that just in this case, there's no way I can defend against Grok, and there's no way God's gonna survive because he's caught out of position, and there's no way. And here we see Fanny got a kill on Saber. That's pretty normal. It just gave us a little bit of hope, because, well, actually for once we thought, okay, this Fanny is decent. At least she can win the laning phase. But of course, to be fair, the enemy team have a good comp, but just because of Fanny alone, the comp is not good enough. Okay, now what do I mean by that? Well, when I talk about Fanny is someone who can solo anybody at any stage of the game, as long as they don't have any displacement ability. Well, displacement ability means some form of
affirmative,
something that moves you along the map, like Zilong's flip, Akai's ultimate, and Ruby. Yeah, Ruby is all her second and third skill are great CC. So basically, because the enemy team doesn't have Ruby, doesn't have Akai, doesn't have Zilong, it's gonna be difficult for them to do anything. And right now you can see Saber is not good enough, especially in the laning phase against Fanny. And here Gore died once again because I can't defend him. If he moves a little bit out of position, the enemy team can just jump on us, and Gore's gonna die. And here you see, because Saber died, good kill by Fanny, then Fanny can just split push. And so We soon quickly realized that the road to victory for our team would be basically Fanny to win the split push ball. By winning her lane duel, she can split push, and you'll draw the attention of the team towards that lane, and we'll relieve some pressure on our lane and on the mid lane, and this will give us a chance to push forward. And here you see Fanny got a kill on the trailer again. Chou kicked me around. Not too big of a deal, but with Grok's high damage and Aurora's burst damage, I do not want to be sitting around there. And here you see Grok is coming runs again, looking for opportunity. Aurora has full stacks. I get frozen. I email the move back. Go use ultimate. Well, Grok is in a bad position, so he died. He was in a bad position. Unfortunately, he flickered away. Can't do much about that. I'm not gonna chase because Aurora has this freeze. And Hayabusa is coming around. Try to kill Aurora. I missed my hook in the bush. Nothing much to do, but they are all pretty low, and they have to leave. Unless she doesn't want to leave. And that's a good kill on Aurora. Since Grok went back after being sent to the grave, and Chou went back after being sent to like 1 HP. So now we finally won a little bit of the mini team fight in the lane. And you can see in the jungle. And now that now they're chasing us again, we have no choice but to back off. Basically, there is no tank that can win Grok face to face. So the only way, as you can see, God died again once again to Grok's huge damage. He doesn't even need his team for the damage. And he killed Hayabusa as well. I saw Chou in the bush, but it's Immortality. There's no point in me attacking him. And if I find myself in a bad position, so I'm gonna try to leave. At this moment, you see that our team is not doing well, of course. But in terms of tower pushing, our team is done pretty well, and our Fanny is really farmed. So basically, if Fanny can just keep doing what she's doing and push the towers, we're gonna have a good time. See Grok in mid lane. Fanny goes back to take the buff. Here looking for opportunity to hook, but very unlikely because Grok can just block us off. Grok has gone back into the jungle. Use my second ability to slow him so that he doesn't chase my allies. I cannot act as a mid shield because I'm not tanky enough. So the only way I can do is basically slow them in that sense. Here, Saber is coming. Grok was not very observant, and he got an easy kill. And God died once again because Hardy just dove in. All this while Sun and Fanny are split pushing at the same time. Fanny can do her own work, and here you see there's no way anyone can stand against Fanny unless you can resist her and stop her from moving altogether. Grok used his ultimate, but with Fanny's cables, there's no way Fanny's gonna die, and Fanny's gonna escape. No big deal.
A real fighter never runs.
At this moment, we see that Sun is pushing this bottom lane right here.
Go, boy! Mistake be a big.
And Chou used knockup, but fortunately did not knock up our actual Sun, but he's in a bad position anyway. Get kicked back by Chou, nothing much I can do, and Sun is gonna die.
Your team team destroyed a turret.
Well, we are not doing too well in terms of economy. Actually, we're doing pretty well because of the tower pushing. So at this moment, we're just looking for... Whoa, we see that Grok is in our backline. If he decides to charge on Gore, we can't really do much. I see opportunity here for Aurora, maybe. Grok is pretty low, but it's not a target. Here I hook Aurora, but not enough damage from my team. And Gore was late on that first ability. And so we're unable to get a kill on Aurora. Here just looking for another opportunity. Grok is right in our face right now. He has charging. I missed my hook, but it's okay. And use my ultimate, and Grok is gonna die. Yes, Grok is in a bad position, charging in on his own like that. And here you see Fanny is just cabling around with Hayabusa's help, do all the damage, and here we hook Aurora. In fact, here Chou is kicking us back. In fact, that will be his death, saving my hook for when he respawns. And here Hayabusa got a savage. Very nice. That enabled us to push this inhibitor tower. So I realized, even though we are losing in terms of our trailing, as long as we win in other lanes and push from there, it's a good advantage for all of us. And here we can take this inhibitor tower as well. Hayabusa has died. We need to back out right now. Those who are slow will just die. So at this point now, since we won basically that small team fight, we're gonna take their jungle real quick. But since that all the enemy is respawned and Sun is still here thinking he can do his stuff, nothing much he can do. Sun is gonna die. So that's basically, well, on one hand you're seeing a bad hero, but on the other hand you're seeing a bad player as well. So for example, if that player was Zilong, probably the same thing would happen. No offense. But of course, Sun himself is just bad. But now, since Sun is there, we gotta wait for him. Even though he's really worthless, the only way you can win the team fight is probably a 5v5. Unless you get Fanny to take the advantage, going on to Aurora immediately. Aurora use freeze. Aurora does not know what she is doing. Fanny coming in cable 1, cable 2, one more cable. Actually, no even need. No cable was used. And here Fanny is in a pretty difficult position, but look at that. With Saber's ultimate, it's only a knockup. It's not a displacement. So Fanny can just cable away, no big deal. As though nothing happened. Here I use ultimate on Grok, which is probably a big mistake. So I merely pull back. Tell my team, we gotta get out of here. And see, once again, Fanny is coming again to do work, killing Chou and killing Harley right after that. Shortly before that, Fanny killed Saber. And right now you just see that Fanny is just totally dominating because she has not been shut down. And neither has she been countered in any way by the enemy team other than... Yeah, actually, there isn't an other than. She just didn't get countered. And they're gonna win the game from there. Hard carry. Fanny. So, I'm not sure what to feel about this. But I guess it's a relief because we had a bad team comp. But the Fanny really made up for it. And the enemy team, well, I guess they weren't really planning to counter Fanny, or they don't really know how to counter Fanny, because those picks aren't good enough. It's either you have someone who can defend the lane, or you have someone that can displace Fanny so that you can win the team fight against her. And in this case, the enemy team has neither. And that's why we won the game. Look at the MVP from Fanny. And so that's all for this video. It's just trying to showcase the power of Fanny. And when you see the enemy team picking Fanny, or when basically if you see enemy team having a Fanny, you need to take displacement heroes to counter Fanny. It's not enough just to take those stun heroes because of the cabling. If the Fanny is good, there is no way Fanny will be countered by the above picks here, except when Akai uses his ult on the wall, so that Fanny is stuck to the wall. When Zilong uses his flip, so Fanny cannot get away. And what else is there? And when Ruby uses her second skill and ultimate to hook Fanny in, that is the only time where you can actually kill Fanny, when Fanny is truly disabled. In any other form of stun will not do much to Fanny other than damage, which Fanny can regen back really fast. So that's the main learning point for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. You don't really see much of the hooking because our trio lane is weak, and that is another strategy as well. If you're losing in the trio lane in terms of power, don't engage, just play defensively. That's all for this video. This is Zhang XYO signing off. I'll see you guys next time.